Shohei Ohtani leads the league in home runs. He's slugging .612. He has a 2.10 ERA. When I was on with Mad Dog earlier, Ken Rosenthal, I said, maybe we should lead every show on MLB Network, like with Shohei Ohtani. It's unbelievable what we're seeing, and we have absolutely not seen this on both sides of the ball in 100 years, and that was the greatest player of all time, Babe Ruth. This might be the high water mark in Shohei Ohtani. Do you think?
I hope not. It's so much fun to watch.
See it better?
But, Brian, I'm with you, and I actually put this on Twitter the other day. I don't think he gets enough attention.
No.
Because what he is doing transcends sport. And to me, this guy should be on the Today Show, right? He should be like a national talking point because of the variety of skills that he's displaying. And we talk about the hitting and the pitching all the time. We don't often talk about the base running, which is also extremely good. Yeah. He is just a phenomenon like we have not seen in this sport. And we have amazing athletes in our sport right now, perhaps the greatest athletes in the game's history, and he rises above them all.
I mean, when you're watching this, and again, he hits game-winning home runs. He's an ace on the mound. I don't know, but it's just a matter of Dave Valley. I don't want to pour water on it. Can this continue on a regular basis where you're putting him out there on the mound to pitch and getting him enough? All right, let's go to this now. It hasn't happened since 1918 and 1919. So 1919, Babe Ruth had a 2.97 ERA with 133 innings. And he had 29 home runs. It led the league. He led the league in slugging at 657. But Ohtani right now has a 2.10 ERA. ERA plus, again, is ERA plus. Actually, he's much better. Back then it was a pitching era. And the hitting, again, he leads the league in total bases. It hasn't happened since Babe Ruth. And that's a very different era of baseball.
Well, BK, I think he's just such a unique talent that there's really nothing he doesn't do at an elite level on a baseball field. He's a big man. He's 6'4", about 245, strong. But why does he have to do everything? You know, you're talking about, well, can he do it every 5 days? Well, what if he can only do it every 8 days? This is a club that's not going to go to the World Series. So if he can make my team better every 8 days as opposed to every 5 days and still kind of answer the bell as a DH and do what he does offensively.
So you would, all right. I like that you have a plan on it.
No, this is too good. I mean, this is as a baseball fan, this is just too good not to have continue.
But I like that you have a plan in easing up on the pitching because I just feel like he can't. I don't know if he can do it. He hasn't. He's pitched very sporadically, even through his career so far, Steve. He can pitch great, and he can hit great. Can he hit and pitch at the same time in the normal way we see it? I just don't think it's physically possible.
Well, they need him to pitch more than hit, right? I mean,
yeah, but that's not his problem.
No, I know.
That's bad if you say, "Well, we really need pitching." I don't know. I'm leading the league in hitting.
Why not just I understand what you're saying every 8 days, but why not just go for as long as it'll go?
I think you're going to lose him because I think you're going to burn him out and he'll be back on the injured list.
What are the things
he's been on the injured list?
After he came off of Tommy John, right, you were wondering, is he going to be able to start again or is he just going to swing the bat? One of the thoughts I had was, well, what if, right? What's the most important thing we keep talking about on a team nowadays is the bullpen. What if he was your closer? Could you imagine?
I've said that all along.
Him coming out of the dugout?
Or a relief ace or a super reliever. And then you use him sporadically, and you don't have to have this build-up for today is the day he's starting.
It'll be even more confusing, though, because
you think that's worse?
When do you hit and when do you use him in the bullpen?
Is that worse?
Now, Brian.
I don't know. I'm thinking it's better. It's not? Let me ask Dave. You didn't pitch, but you played. What do you think?
Well, I know the value of a good starter, but you need 5 of those, right? If I have a closer, I have the ability to use him much more often. It can have a bigger impact, I think, maybe over the course of the season.
Okay. Here's my problem, Brian, with what you're raising here. Why are we setting limits? Because if we would have set limits, hold on. If we would have set limits at the start of the season, we would never have expected this. No, part of the deal when he signed with the Angels, remember, there was a great free agent extravaganza, a bazaar trying to get this guy signed. And he signed with the Angels, and he gave the condition to every club that I have to do both. I want to do both. That's why I'm coming here, to do both. So they're going to have him do both. And they said at the start of the year, Joe Madden and Perry Manassian, hey, we're not going to set limits. We're not going to be stupid about it, but we're going to try to get the most out of this particular player who is a unique player in our game. And I don't want to look right now and say, it's not good. Not be stupid. Again, don't want to be reckless or anything like that, but let's keep going here.
You asked me a question, right?
I asked you a question.
What was the question again? The question was
why set limits?
Because he'll break down. That's why. And then he'll be gone. like he was for last year, or he won't be pitching for a full year. That's why. Other than that, yeah, let it ride. Let him pitch every 5th day. And
what's your plan? Because Dave said, I like Dave's plan, maybe 8 days,
you don't
rest,
want to know
maybe
my
10
plan.
days. Your plan is to shut him down as a pitcher. I know how you think.
That is my plan.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Because he hits too well and he runs too well. He does everything too well.
You've drained the entertainment out of the sport with all of your other theories. This is taken away now, too.
I'm thinking about the individual laborer here, Ken, unlike you. No, it's not ruthless efficiency. I can't see it happening. So he's 13 home runs, number 1 in the American League, number 1 in total bases, and number 1 in barrel percentage, too. He's hitting scorching line drives. I just want to point out, like, his ERA 2.10 as compared to Babe Ruth. I was actually surprised there, because as I was looking at it, I didn't realize ERA plus does, compared to the run scoring environment, his pitching is much more impressive this year than Babe Ruth's in 1919.
Yes.
It's way above league average, whereas Ruth, was.
But you want to eliminate the right side of that screen.
Yeah, for the sake of the player.
Nah.
You know what's also interesting? He's faced 110 batters. He's given up 2 home runs. He's had 163 plate appearances, and he's got 13.